Okay, so going off of how we learned how to add fractions with unlike denominators, today we're going to look at doing it with a picture. So we'll take the first problem, which is 1/2 plus 1/4. As we can see, the unit here is half and the unit here is fourths, so we have puppies and bears. They don't match, so we've got to make those work. So if we were to draw a picture to represent 1/2, okay, if this represented one whole, to make this a half, the kids should be able to say, you'll just chop it like this. And how many do you shade in for 1/2? You would shade in one of those. So this picture is an accurate representation of 1/2. So here we have 1/2 plus, now we have to represent 1/4 using the picture as well. So I'm going to try to make this as close to the same size as I can. At this time, rather than using columns, I want to use rows. So how many rows would I need to represent fourths? I would need 4 rows. Okay, I'm going to count to be sure that I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now, to represent 1/4, how many of those do I need to shade in? I would need to shade in one of those. I forgot to represent this as one whole. So I need to shade in one of these fourths. And so here, this picture represents 1/4. So again, we want columns here and we want rows here. You'll see why in just a minute. So my picture is showing me 1/2 plus 1/4. Okay, however, again, we have different units, so those aren't going to work. So what they're going to envision is these are models. They're beautiful models. However, they're not super models. We want to make these into super models. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to visualize picking this one up and placing it on top of this one. So what that would look like, and you can either add it straight on here or you can redraw it down here. I'm going to redraw it. But let's just say this was our original picture. Again, kids don't have to redraw, they can just add it. But if I were to pick this up and place it on there, it would look like this. So now we're going to count how many total boxes I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my unit is now 8. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded in. So 1/2 is equivalent to 4/8. Okay. This one here, I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I'll take my original picture and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to literally place it on top. So again, this was 1/4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I have 8 as my unit and I have 1, 2 that are shaded in. So 1/2 equals 4/8 and 1/4 equals 2/8. So now we're going to redo this problem as 4/8 plus 2/8. My unit is 8ths, so we're keeping that unit the same. And 6 plus 2, whoops, I said the answer. 4 plus 2 is 6. So the answer is 6/8. We would hope that most kids would be able to rename that as 3/4. If not, we can just kind of guide them on there. So that's that. I'm going to do one more teacher example here. We could take 2/5 plus 2/3. My picture. My paper's broken, but that's okay. If this was fifths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to shade in 2 of those. So this is 2/5 plus. This is thirds. Again, I'm going to do this one in rows. I've got 3 rows since it's thirds. I've got 2 shaded in. So for this one, I'm going to literally just draw it on top. So I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to place it on top of here. So now if I were to count all of those boxes, I would have 15 boxes. And there are 2, 4, 6 of those shaded in. Oops, there we go. And then here I would just add my columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 2/3 equals, I have 15 total boxes, and there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shaded in. So now I have 6 15ths plus 10 15ths gives me 16 15ths. And when we rename that, 15 goes into 16 once, with 1 15th left over. All right. So the students would be good if you have the students practice this problem, 1/3 plus 1/2.